What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Total leather, and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together, and you're just pretty amazing.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Randall. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Slithers into space, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Randall. Makes the grab, it's Watson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Watson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
Caught in the backfield. It's Turner.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's West. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
A shot toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running behind that left side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Randall. Fires left. It's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down.
Easy.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Number 27, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, and they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down coming up.
Jackrabbit.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. He'll toss it. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Randall. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there in the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Quick step and go. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
325.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's going for the big play. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To throw, it's Randall. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense the football.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the tailback. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Red Raiders pick up the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The give is to Williams. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Easy.
Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Randall. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, obviously, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. A great job by the offense trying to slip in a screen, but the defense had none of it. Great job reacting to the screen, seeing it, going and making a play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He tries to take the top off, and that one... incomplete, a huge stand by the defense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense working from the pistol.
Cut it. Moves.
Here's the give off the left side. runs for the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
Oh, he's got some space.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
So now it's 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Punt is in the air. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
As a ball carrier, you just have to have better awareness. You have to know where you are on the field. You run out of bounds like that, that's a play he's going to learn from. He's probably going to be the butt of a few jokes. This might follow him for a while, but that is a safety, and that is a costly mistake.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Randall. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional.
He'll try to take it back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't